Cutt Dana embroidery is a beautiful and intricate form of hand embroidery. It involves cutting shapes into fabric and then stitching around them. This creates a raised, textured effect that is truly unique. Cutt Dana is a traditional embroidery technique practiced in various cultures around the world. It is often used to embellish clothing, home decor, and accessories. Cutt Dana embroidery may seem challenging at first, but it is a rewarding technique that anyone can learn. With a bit of patience and practice, you can create stunning embroidered pieces using this technique. In the following sections, we will guide you through the process of mastering Cutt Dana embroidery step by step. Whether you are a seasoned embroiderer or just starting, we invite you to explore the art of Cutt Dana and discover its endless possibilities. Let's gather our materials and embark on this exciting embroidery adventure together. Before we begin our Cutt Dana embroidery journey, let's gather all the essential supplies. Having the right tools and materials on hand will make the process smoother and more enjoyable. Here's a list of what you'll need. First, embroidery fabric. You can use various fabrics for Cutt Dana, but cotton or linen fabrics with a tight weave are ideal for beginners. These fabrics provide a stable base for the embroidery and prevent the cut edges from fraying too easily. Next, an embroidery hoop. An embroidery hoop helps to keep the fabric taut while you stitch, ensuring neat and even stitches. Choose a hoop size that comfortably accommodates your design. Then, embroidery needles. Look for sharp needles with a small eye, specifically designed for embroidery. The needle size may vary depending on the fabric and thread thickness. Finally, embroidery threads. You can use any embroidery thread for Cutt Dana, but cotton embroidery floss is a popular choice. It comes in various colors and is easy to work with. Now that we have our supplies ready, let's prepare our fabric for embroidery. First, washing and ironing. It's essential to pre-wash and iron your fabric before starting any embroidery project. This removes any sizing or chemicals in the fabric that may interfere with the stitching. Next, transferring the design. You can transfer your design onto the fabric using various methods, such as tracing paper, carbon paper, or water-soluble fabric markers. Ensure the design is visible and accurately transferred onto the fabric. Finally, securing the fabric in the hoop. Place your fabric in the embroidery hoop, ensuring it is held taut. Tighten the screw on the outer hoop to secure the fabric in place. With our fabric prepped and our design transferred, we're ready to dive into the heart of Cutt Dana embroidery, cutting and stitching around the shapes. Section 4. Transferring your design. Transferring your chosen design onto the fabric is a crucial step in Cutt Dana embroidery. It ensures that your stitches follow the intended pattern accurately. Let's explore some common methods for transferring designs. First, tracing paper. Place a sheet of tracing paper over your chosen design. Use a pencil or a tracing wheel to carefully trace the outline of the design onto the tracing paper. Then, position the tracing paper with the traced design onto your fabric. Use a light source, such as a window or a light box, to see the traced lines through the fabric. Gently retrace the design onto the fabric using a fabric marker or a sharp pencil. Next, carbon paper. Place a sheet of carbon paper between your design and the fabric, with the carbon side facing the fabric. Secure the design and carbon paper onto the fabric using pins or tape to prevent shifting. Use a pencil or a stylus to trace over the design lines, transferring the design onto the fabric through the carbon paper. Lastly, water-soluble fabric markers. These markers are convenient for transferring designs directly onto the fabric. Trace the design onto the fabric using the marker. Once the embroidery is complete, rinse the fabric gently in cool water to remove the marker lines. Section 5. The Art of Cutting Dana. With our design transferred, it's time to delve into the heart of Cutt Dana embroidery, the art of cutting and stitching. This section will guide you through the process of carefully cutting the fabric to create the foundation for our intricate stitches. First, choosing sharp scissors. Sharp embroidery scissors are crucial for precise cutting. Dull scissors can snag or distort the fabric, compromising the neatness of your Cutt Dana work. Second, making small, precise cuts. Using your sharp embroidery scissors, carefully cut along the inner lines of your transferred design. Take your time and make small, precise cuts to ensure clean edges and prevent overcutting. Lastly, avoiding fraying. To minimize fraying, you can apply a fabric sealant or fray check to the cut edges. This helps to prevent the fabric from unraveling and keeps the edges crisp. Remember, patience and precision are key when cutting the fabric. Don't rush the process and focus on creating clean, accurate cuts. Now that we've mastered the art of cutting, let's move on to the exciting part, stitching around the shapes.